Throughout the history of man, each age has had its own method of holding the staffs of life. For thousands of years, in every society, containers have served as a necessary utensil for survival. As civilization progressed, containers were crafted to better accommodate the objects they were intended to hold. With the innovative use of raw materials, man's containers underwent a functional and aesthetic change. With the greater needs found in the kitchen of the 20th century, new demands arose for container design. To meet those needs, Tupperware, a pioneer in the plastics industry, developed a highly versatile line of household products that were multifunctional, sanitary, easy to clean, and very convenient. Tupperware products were first introduced in 1945 by the Tupper Plastics Company. From its earliest days, Tupperware has relied on the highly researched design of their products as the reason for their universal appeal. In fact, several of the 20 best-selling products have been part of the line since 1958, finding only the need to update the colors. Product lines have grown more diverse to include food preparation, food serving and storage, organizers, educational toys, and planting systems. New items are continuously being researched and developed by Tupperware, but it takes several years of research, planning, and development before a new product is introduced by Tupperware. Extensive research by the product development, product planning, and market research departments determines the needs of today's homemakers and finds a way to fill those needs. The Modular Mates containers are a good example. The containers were originally conceived as a small set of food storage containers. One of the main problems with the containers available for food storage purposes, whether it be for flour and sugar in the kitchen cabinets or leftovers to be put in the refrigerator, is that they waste a good deal of space and do not reveal the contents to the user. To solve this problem, Tupperware's product development department explored several designs that utilize space more effectively and made the contents of the containers visible to the user. The home economists and designers worked together to determine the required needs and uses of the new products. Exploring shapes and sizes, we could see that the series could naturally evolve into an extensive set by applying basic geometric principles. Many design options were considered. New concepts are also explored utilizing high-technology equipment. This technology is known as computer-assisted design and computer-assisted manufacturing, called CAD/CAM. In the development phase, it is readily used to explore many varying aspects: shapes, heights, plan views, and interaction of shapes and sizes. The designer utilizes the flexibility and precision of the CAD/CAM system, giving special attention to enlarged cross-sectional views of close-fitting parts to ensure proper assembly. And at the push of a button, we know the capacity of the product as well as the weight of the molded part. By using this system in conjunction with sketches and color renderings, more feasible and varied alternatives can be explored. An informal conference is held at this point to review direction. Several designs are selected for further development. We are ready to utilize the assembled information in constructing a series of preliminary appearance models. Models and renderings are now ready for review by management. The decision is made to proceed with one design, which lends itself well to all shapes: round, oval, square, and rectangular. The classic type of Tupperware seal, a long proven performer, is utilized for its ability to keep the contents virtually airtight. An orienting tab has been added to ensure perfect alignment between the seal and the container. Tupperware's ultra-clear material was at first considered, but the classic sheer material was chosen because of its extra durability and scratch-resistant surface. For practical purposes, as well as aesthetic appeal, windows were added to each of the containers so that the contents could be easily identified. The product drawings are revised and finalized by the product drafting group, and final product prints are issued. The series will include 13 containers of various sizes and capacities, providing the homemaker with everything needed for efficient food storage. Final working prototypes are made in the prototype shop for each of the 13 different sized containers. These prototypes are used for appearance and functional analysis by the design staff, product planning, and the marketing research department. After a cost study is made and the final manufacturing costs are determined, top management at Tupperware International Headquarters in Florida will give the go-ahead for production. The final product drawings are now issued to the engineering department through the CAD/CAM system. With this information, the engineering department proceeds with the mold design. The mold drawings are relayed to Tupco and Diecraft, Tupperware's large mold-making facilities. Here again, computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing are utilized for detailed mold design, component specifications, tool paths, and many machining sequences. Metal cutting machines are controlled by computer to produce the best molds possible. Precision and care is taken in cutting stainless steel blocks into complex finished molds. The inside of each mold is hand polished to ensure a mirror-like, flawless surface on the finished product. The molds are carefully checked and made ready for placement into a large injection molding machine where test samples are molded for approval by the product development department before full-scale production begins. The product development group will evaluate these first-run samples against product drawings, carefully checking for precise wall thicknesses, dimensions, as well as proper formulation of plastic used in the molding. Mating parts are inspected for fit to make certain they meet Tupperware's high standards. Capacities in both customary and metric measurement are shown on the bottom of each container. A color study is done with the samples so that the final decision may be made on color. The color pigment is matched and production begins. Plastic resins are automatically fed into each injection molding machine. In some cases, color is added at the machine. This resin is melted at high temperature and injected at high pressure into the mold. Care is taken in the ejection process so as not to scratch any surfaces. The finished product is brought to the quality control lab to test for proper fit, as well as color matching. Quality checks continue regularly from the time the product leaves the molding machines until it is packed for shipment, making sure that each Modular Mates container meets Tupperware's high standards. The concern for design precision and craftsmanship is finally evident in the finished product. Conservation of space and efficiency of food storage have been achieved. Whether in the kitchen cabinet, the refrigerator, or anywhere, the efficient use of space in storing food is important. Truly a food storage system that is unsurpassed in design, quality, and scope. Each Modular Mates container is packed in a carton specially designed for it by the product development group and the package engineering department. The design group also supplies artwork to be printed on each carton for more efficient shipping and handling by Tupperware distributors. Once the Modular Mates containers are wrapped and boxed, the cartons are sent to warehouses ready for shipment. What started out as a rough sketch for a small group of food containers has now become a highly sophisticated series of containers. The process involved in the development and design of the Modular Mates containers is typical of the careful analysis and extensive research that goes into making every Tupperware product. Tupperware products are demonstrated and sold in more than 30 countries around the world through the home party system. Our research determines the needs of today's homemakers, and our design staff is continuously creating new products to meet those needs.